funny.
Let's rock.
Turn on, tune in, and do it fast. It's time for the Evercast. Are you ready to greet Ed, Rich, Crow, and Pete as they talk Evercade? Good times will never fade. Put away the switchblade, sheath the sword of Vienna. Stop the blaster master, there's no enemy below as we dip into euphoria. Turn on, tune in, and do it fast. It's time for the Evercast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Evercast. Now that we've officially started the stream, I thought they had started the stream, and I was like talking and clicking on people.
What is that, Crow?
What? I found the fountain of youth.
He's a lumberjack. That's great. That's great.
I found the fountain of youth.
Wow. Wow.
Welcome, Baby Crow, to the show today.
Wow. Baby Crow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's how Crow was born.
Yeah.
Came out with the beard.
Oh, man. Good times. Good times. All right. Well, we got the chat building up. Let's say hi now that we
now that we're live.
Have I never put that on there before? Because I've had this in there for a while. I like a long time. I just never show that.
It might have been a while, but since the last time. At least.
Yeah. Who we got?
If you want to know where I got that image from, it was from a birthday card I got.
Nobody asked. No, I'm kidding.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Let me say hi to the chat that we could talk about.
Now nobody needs to ask.
There you go.
Awesome. You got archive gig. Ooh, did you get kicked in the balls because my cock hurts? Have a great week.
Oh.
Name never gets old. Genejoke. Got Immortal. See, Morley, I made it. He was concerned I wasn't going to make it yesterday when I was streaming. Matthew Madison. Yeah, Infamacy and Hobbies. Yes, I was getting my fluids flushed. Immortal. That's exactly. Crypto.
Your fluids flushed.
Yeah. Got Phantom. Yeah, it got lubed. Exactly. All right. Awesome. I hope everyone's had an awesome week and played tons of Evercade or whatever. No, I don't know. What's up, everybody?
Hanging in.
Oh, we got Blunters. Sorry, I didn't see him. Dan Ruff. Oh my God, there's more people. There we go. Okay, now we're good.
I've been playing 2 to 3 hours of Tomb Raider 3 every day.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't sound fun at all.
That's a huge game.
I got to go back to Tomb Raider 1. I put like 20 or 25 hours into that. But I got Tomb Raider out.
I never get tired of killing her.
I get that.
Oh, man. It's so
I'm up pretty high. Better do a swan dive.
That's awesome.
I saw that you posted a screenshot to your channel. I was like, oh, dear God. Oh.
Yeah, I just thought that was a cool image of her bleeding out in the water.
Wow. Well, you know, let's kick things off with a poll because, and actually, this has gone back and forth quite a bit. But I think the chat has spoken. I said, would you agree that PS1 is where 3D gaming have not aged well? This was flopped. Yeah, 112 votes. That's a good 33% said they look like crap. That flip-flopped. People think old school PS1 3D gaming hold up. And then I meant to put only holds up through rose-colored nostalgia glasses. Okay.
Something else?
Yeah. Some people were kind of saying it depends upon the game and like, no, it's too blurry. And yeah, no. I'm surprised.
Well, Nintendo 64, I could see that being too blurry.
Well, because
PlayStation PS1 would be too sharp.
Yeah. There's a lot of people, right? Like the thing with this, it makes sense because the PS1 sold a shit ton of copies, and so there's a lot of people who love that. They outsold Super Nintendo and NES combine, right? The PlayStation
Mhm.
1.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, and it's funny because like I've been playing the Tomb Raider and I've been
Oh.
looking up videos, and a lot of times people will play either the PC version or
Yeah.
the remastered versions, and yeah, they look better, but it's still the same game. I can't see myself wanting to play again just because it looks better.
There's
Here's
more
my-
people who played those than NES and Super Nintendo. They're just they sold a whole shit ton more copies of everything.
Yeah.
Well, back back then because 3D was awesome, but but like I think really these two are. I think these 46% of the people don't realize it's just nostalgia. That's what I suspect. They're unaware.
Oh yeah. So you're saying that everybody that voted the second option really should have just voted the third option, and you're just
I think
you're
so.
just
I
being
think
like,
so.
okay, yeah. So you're just retroactively changing the results. You're
No. The
you're-
only reason I say that is because, especially like in the gamer community, there's a lot of it. Kind of goes. There's like a lot of people that are like they don't understand like why their thing isn't the greatest. They don't see that somebody from an outside perspective might not like it like that. You know, like shocker. But no, I get it though. Hey, people like 3D gaming. That's cool. I thought the Mario 64 was outdated back then. Like I didn't accept it. I was like, dude, why is it all 3D and crappy? And I don't know.
Oh, I just didn't. I wasn't a big fan of Mario 64, not because it didn't look good, but because I much preferred the 2D versions of Mario.
Yeah.
It
2D
wasn't
stuff is
until
terrible.
the first Mario game in 3D that I actually liked was Mario Galaxy.
Ah, yes, yeah. Or do you think people did this just to troll me back for Gremlin 2? I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably it. They just told you.
But hey, no, I
No, I
accept
mean-
that. That's people like it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind personally as far as that stuff goes, as far as that aesthetic goes. I don't mind the older style 3D graphics on the PlayStation 1 because, you know, one, I grew up with it, but it's not necessarily nostalgia either. You know, I go back and play PS1 games all the time, and I don't need any filtering or any of that stuff to enjoy the experience. You know, it's still good games, you know, for me. You take a game like Metal Gear Solid, for example, and you know, some people might say that it doesn't look great, but I think aesthetically it fits exactly the way the graphic designers and the gameplay directors that was their vision, you know, and that they were able to put out something that like was really cool.
I'm gonna kind of disagree there for a bit because
Sure.
like this, especially like noticing like playing Tomb Raider. Okay, the PlayStation versions emulated on an HD TV. I know that's not how it looked originally. It looked completely different on a CRT TV.
Did it?
Yeah,
Like you're not gonna see
see
so
that.
many edges. You're not gonna see like the dithering so much at all. And that's all I notice in Tomb Raider 3 is dithering. But if you're playing that on a CRT, you're not gonna see that at all.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So it's a
I still think it
completely
looks-
different experience. It's completely different.
No. I did like using like using an emulator and like enhancing PS1. I'll have to try that again, but I know like a few years ago when I did that, like it looked a lot better. Like it straightened out all the lines and everything. Still kept like the same graphics. Didn't like adjust the texturing, whatnot.
So yeah, I would actually say that like if you were playing this on a CRT, it would look better than it does on the Evercade.
That would be interesting. I may have to seek that out. Oh, like Crypto Coffee's a threat. He says, "Blaze us and put another arcade carpet into the air. He's gonna smash his VS and buy an arcade one-up claw machine."
Aren't
I
there
want
going to
you
be
to
at
do
least
that. We should do that.
3 more?
Wait, there's
Aren't
a
there
one
gonna
up.
be 3
There's
more
an arcade
Do a
one up
video
claw
of that.
machine.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait. Did I misread that?
Yeah, do a
Yeah, it's
video.
been out for a while, but yeah.
Oh yeah, there is, but you don't want it. I heard nothing but bad things about that claw machine.
Claw machine. Claw
Buy
machine.
a real claw machine.
That's like I've got a lot of disposable income. I bought all the arcade one-ups. I have no idea what to buy next.
Well, if you bought all the arcade one-ups, you'd be buying the same games over and over and over again because they keep re-releasing the same stuff over
Arcade
and over and
one-ups
over
are
again.
just, yeah, I don't really understand that.
DF
But yeah,
wants to
back to the PlayStation 1 and 64, they look remarkable on CRTs. That's how they were meant to play. That's how they were rendered for.
Mhm.
No. I didn't like the way they looked back, like for 64. and it was because
That's cool.
I forget when I saw. I forget what it was broken down. Like, there wasn't enough room on the cart to hold as much texturing as like a CD.
That might be beer tinted goggles.
Yeah,
I think retro games look better in HD than on a CRT. So
It depends on the game. I don't think I really don't think like those early 3D games like on the PlayStation 1 look better emulated than they did originally on a CRT. In fact, well, even not even necessarily emulated or not. It's just the whether or not it's on a CRT or not, like a high definition type. Because the higher you up the resolution, the more flaws you're going to bring out.
Yeah, because they were all created for 240p back in the day. They were all rendered to that scale.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Graphics were packaged at a certain size of a texture. So nothing from that era will look good on a bigger screen than what it was made to be put on, no matter what you do with emulation and upscaling. It'll you're changing the game then. It's no longer the game.
I disagree with all that. 100%.
I still think that there's going to be some way
you
can emulate a
but I know what I'm talking
eventually.
About.
No, you don't though. Like, have you played the Evercade on your 50-inch TV? Like, it looks beautiful, or do you think it looks like crap?
Depends
or are you just talking about PS1 games?
Depends on the game.
Yeah, because like you said, all retro games, and I was like, no.
I'm playing Tomb Raider 3 on a 60-inch TV, and it doesn't look the greatest. I know it looks better on a CRT.
Games were built for the technology of its time. So anytime you take that and enhance it and change it, it's no longer that game.
See, now you sound like the CRT people that we were making fun of last week, because that's exactly what they say. And then
no, I'm not. It's not about us versus them and being fucking Sith versus Jedi with that. Black or white. I'm just telling you the game, when the developers made them, they made them for a specific restraint in hardware. That's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the technology.
They may look better. You may think they look better, but that's not what they were intended to do. So like that's where you get those purists who like playing the games on the CRTs and all that. There's nothing wrong with that if you want to do that. I just don't like people who spew their opinion like evangelists, fucking preachers out there who think their opinion is the only opinion that matters. It doesn't matter.
You
play the games the way you want to play them. Who gives a shit?
You just said retro games look like shit on modern TVs with scalers, and that's what I'm saying. No, I don't think. I
said they're not the games that were designed that way. They weren't. That wasn't the intent of the developers when they made them.
Yeah,
right. Because the technology didn't exist back then. Yeah.
See, but I disagree with that because you have the Game Boy and the LCD. Like that was the technology at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when they designed a Game Boy game, they developed it for the Game Boy, not to have you play it on an HD TV.
Yeah,
but you could though. But it depends if you want.
Not back then. Not when it was released.
I think it's just a stupid argument all around.
Because HD TVs didn't exist back then.
No, I'll tell you where. Okay, I'll tell you where a game that was designed to be played as like a racing game in the arcade was designed to be played with like a steering wheel peripheral because they chose that. Right, like we didn't have a choice in what type of screen you would have. That's all. I don't think it drastically alters the game that much. Otherwise, when we'd be playing retro games and be like, "Huh, this looks weird."
But you can't say that you're playing the game as it was intended if you're not.
I'm saying I am because it was intended.
Who cares? I don't give a shit. Like, no one's right, no one's wrong. Move on.
I'm right.
You're no better than the evangelist you say you complain about all the time.
No, you're just saying games are completely different, and I'm like, no, pixel art still stands up, like no matter how you display it, and that's what's like beautiful about pixel art. Like modern,
that's actually
like
not entirely true either, because like the Sega Genesis didn't really do transparencies that well, so they used the checkerboard effect, which look completely different on. They look completely different on CRTs than they did emulated and on high definition displays these days.
I'd have to compare it side by side. That's what I was gonna say. If you watch the video, because like I think we're remembering what we saw as a child, what we see as an adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there are examples to Crow's point about the CRT difference on PlayStation 1. You know, there are like there are examples all over the internet that show. Like, oh, hey, this is what this screen looked like on a CRT, and this is what it looks like on my PC. And you could see like the pixelated difference and like that kind of stuff because of the scan lines, the way they were being drawn on the screen, and so when the artists were working on those, those screens back in the day, they had the interlaced screen because it wasn't like progressive scan or like pixel density or any of that
Yes.
stuff on the TV. So like again, they were working with what they had. So they just did what they did. But
Modern scalers and HD and all that. If the emulation is done right, it compensates for that. That's all.
yeah, I mean, I guess.
And I'm
so,
saying,
but-
like if you watch a lot of modding videos and things, you can see that like with the PlayStation. That's why you can't like just use like to your point, Rich. That's why you can't use like an HDMI adapter and plug it into a PlayStation 1 because of that dithering. It'll look all weird. You have to get it modified to kind of compensate for that. That's all. That's why I was like, wait a second. If you watch and you're into that type of thing, like they do adjust stuff with technology. That's all. You want to talk about the blue carts? Woo!
What blue cards?
Yeah,
Let's talk
all
about purple
blue
cards.
Purple cards. Yeah, well, we got
The last 3 cards of Jeff Miner collection. Oh God.
Jeff Minter.
Wait a minute, is this a
Minter.
fact, or is this
No.
was this announced, or is this just somebody Genejoke guessing?
It's just Genejoke, yeah.
No, yeah, nothing got announced. We would have seen something going down.
Yeah.
I've got every alert ever turned on, so
I don't know if
missed
I've
something.
heard of Cytronic. I know Mastertronic. I wouldn't mind seeing a Mastertronic C64.
Cinemaware collection. That rings a bell. Cytronic.
Yeah, Cinemaware was big with the Amiga. That would
Yeah.
be Amiga collection.
Jeff Minter collection. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna definitely get a blue cart this year, probably, most likely. I would think. But yeah, it all depends.
I think what I predicted is the last 3 cards, whatever it is, I'm not going to like it.
You haven't liked a lot this year, anyway.
I could predict that any cart that comes out, you wouldn't like it, and I'd be 95% correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Because I don't think Blaze will do more arcade. And so what's left that I think Blaze is willing to do, and it's going to be blue
Spectrum.
cards.
Spectrum collection.
I'm still waiting for it.
Here's
what's going to happen.
that was rumored, right?
They gotta be
For a
doing
while.
something in that realm, right? Or another C64 collection. Or Amiga
Yeah.
collection. They're not done with those yet, I don't think.
No,
Well, we're talking
no.
about there's thousands of games possible on either of those platforms.
Oh my god,
so-
yeah. They could use C64 collections for till the dawn of time and Amiga and still have tons of room to put games out. If they can get the licenses.
Well, for the ones that are technically announced that we're still waiting for, right? We're getting 1, 2, 3 more. We're getting 3 more arcade cards, right? Guaranteed, because they've already been announced.
Yes,
What's left? What? Which ones have been announced?
there's 3 more arcade
Neo
cards
Geo
coming
1,
out this
2,
year.
and 3 have been announced. They're
Yeah,
they're
that's true,
definitely
yeah.
in there, right?
Yep.
So that gets us to
Well, it'll like those.
18. That'll get us to 18 there. We're
Yeah.
already at 8 blue cards. We're at 46 of the maroon, right?
Yeah.
So which one gets finished, or are we still not going to hit the year with getting to round numbers on any of them?
How many did they say they got left announced? Is it 3?
3 to announce, and it's no, we're gonna be at 9.
Are you giving up on
We're
the
gonna-
Terminator one?
No,
I can't see how that can run on the Evercade.
I think it can, and I think I still think the reason why they're so vague about retro systems is because other retro systems is going to mean Evercade. I'm just
Yeah.
putting it out there.
You can run
I mean,
another.
but I don't want to put it out there so much that I'm wrong, because I do that all the time, and then I'm wrong,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh. So I don't want to will the wrongness into the world.
I think you've already
So-
done that.
When is that game coming out? This fall?
Yeah. It's what is it? It was slated for like October or something like that.
Mm. That'd be
No
interesting.
fate.
I think I got that pre-ordered for like Switch or something. I think.
Bitmap Euro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be basically on
Bloodlines-
everything.
I can tell you realistically what I'd like to see because I would like to see a big indie title like the T2. I think that would be great. And then
Maybe
something like
not.
an Irem Red Cart, and have like Metal Storm and like Hammer and Harry and some stuff like that if they had to do that. And then I don't know if we'll get it. But I got to do more research in this. Blunder's confirmed because I think I know why I'm like at odds with Evercade and why
it's out in September.
And why I feel like I kind of grew up in a different nostalgia. I was talking to Gene, he was saying that mainly like console gaming didn't get popular until the Mega Drive. Like they were pretty much into like the C64, and so that would make sense why like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and a lot of that stuff that I grew up with kind of got bypassed until later on, and that's why I think we have what we have. I don't know.
Well,
if
that was Europe specifically. Europe didn't get into console gaming until
exactly
because they had so many computers back then. They had the Amstrad, the Spectrum, the Commodore 64, I don't know how big Atari was over there, but there were the Atari computers. I don't know how big that was over there.
Gene said it was a little bit, but I think that kind of makes sense. Like if you grew up playing a lot of that stuff, and you're gonna love it. If you didn't, just kind of like with Atari or some other stuff, then you're really not gonna like it. And so I think, but then my question is, are we seeing that because of Blaze nostalgia or because they're easy licenses, or is it? I think it's both.
Yeah, but their first set of collections they put out was the Atari collection, all games on Atari, Nintendo. So they put a lot of those collections out in the first year. So that, I don't think that makes sense that they're nostalgic for a certain group after that when they pretty much put they put most of their focus on Atari at collection 1 and 2, like, to lead their console out the door.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of the
that tells me they went straight after the American audience. If we're saying Atari, they weren't really into consoles during that era, yet they decided to ship a product with the more North American focused.
A lot of those games in those initial collections were not ever released in Europe. They were like Japanese and American releases that were never in Europe to begin with.
Yeah.
But they had Atari 2600 and Coleco.
They did, but I'm thinking of games like Titan, Titan X. I don't know how big the Earthworm Jim games are over there.
I think it's more to do with licenses than anything and nostalgia. I don't think nostalgia. They're just saying, okay, what can we get and what will people buy, and that's what. And they have the numbers. They know who their audience is, and that's why we get the collections we get. I think.
Yeah.
Right. If they got the data saying majority of their people are buying from a certain demographic or a certain part of the world, and they go, okay, what was popular for that demographic at that time, and that's what they give us. Pretty sure it's that way.
It would make sense if that's all they could get for the licenses, because I see Windjammers and I see Gremlin. I'm like, how? Totally too
like Windjammers. Like have you not like paid attention to like how like many people were excited that Windjammers were coming to the Neo?
No. That's what I'm saying. Windjammers is like the good quality one. Gremlin is the like.
But you said like. You said Windjammers and like Gremlin like in the same sentence right next to each other. You're saying those were exact opposites?
No, I'm saying like Gremlin is. Gremlin is like the bad quality collection. I think Windjammers is the good quality. Like they're vastly like Windjammers is extremely well curated. Like there's not a bad game in that collection. So
but there's only 4 games. It's, like how many games are in a collection even? There's
I think
Windjammers
5.
Carnival Friends 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah,
5.
Yeah. And then I guess the other question that I want to know too wasn't the Neo Geo popular in Europe? I want to like in the arcade, right? Wasn't it? I need to research that bit because I got different answers last night. Gino's like, no, I never really saw that as much. Other people are like, yes, I did see it in the arcade.
Well, I guess that's just like anybody else. I mean,
that's anecdotal though.
The only reason I know it's in Europe it was in Europe is because if you like with the Unibios or Universal BIOS on the like the Neo Geo when you're selecting regions for it, the 3 regions you could select were Japan, North America, and Europe. So,
yeah, you would think that, right? So that's why I don't know if people are trolling me because I don't like or if that was true, but like TurboGrafx, I didn't grow up playing it, but I knew about it and I wanted it. Like I would think there's those of us that share that nostalgia and that there were these systems that looked awesome that we wanted to play and we didn't get to play them until later on. That's all. That's what I just kind of find weird if somebody says, "Oh well, I don't really understand what TurboGrafx or Neo Geo is." I'm like, how could you not? I don't know.
Well, I don't understand how you could not really be that familiar with Commodore 64. I mean, that was everywhere in the U.S.
Yep, unfortunately.
But it didn't sell. But it didn't sell as well as like if you like look at like DOS and Mac. And you could do a lot more with like.
Well,
a
this
DOS
is
or Mac.
before DOS and Mac. Like, how
Yeah.
can you say that when it came out at a previous time than that?
But see, I don't think like I like at least in my year again. I don't remember seeing it in the stores. And again, like for me specifically, like my dad was a programmer. He used like the first IBM. Like when I grew up was like, you know, an IBM family. Like you wouldn't spend. I don't think a lot of families would spend that much money for a computer just for gaming. That's kind of you'd have to do like more with it. But I think in Europe maybe they were cheaper because they were more plentiful. I don't know.
I think that whole PC just for gaming is a more recent thing.
It is.
They never really sold the Commodore 64 and stuff solely on the games it could play.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of more like PC. Like PC games were kind of more of an afterthought, right? Like you're using it for your job or whatever version of Word or anything else.
And man, those early PC DOS games are really rough. We're talking 4 colors. Like no sound.
Get them to work.
Yeah.
It's not only that. It's trying to. I remember trying to get games to work on Windows 3.1, and you had to boot into DOS. You make sure your sound card was activated, your graphics card, and everything. Nothing was compatible with each other. It was just miserable.
I don't think it was until like around Windows 95 when
exactly
PC became like
Windows 95 kicked off everything because they solved a lot of the compatibility issues, the installations. You still had DOS games in 95 though.
Oh yeah, even before that, because even back then on the 386 and 486 I had a bunch of games like Rebel Assault, Star Wars Rebel Assault, and all these other PC games. I remember that I had like the funny things, you had to configure the computer at boot up to be able to play certain games. So I had like this boot. I don't remember if I specifically had a boot disk, but I modified the auto exec bat. So like I had put in options for each of the games that I played. So like, I want to play this game, and it would just auto boot up with the correct parameters for that game.
Yeah, I never really got into PC gaming that much. Probably most was when in university with Age of Empires, or college and Age of Empires. That was the game I played the most. I've been console since the beginning.
Yeah, Doom was cool.
Since the first one.
Doom. and Doom was one of the biggest ones, but like it's still not even like the first. Like I had played first-person shooters before Doom, like Wolfenstein 3D, but more.
Yeah, that came out first. That was shareware.
Bleak Stone, yeah, shareware. It was all. So was Doom. Doom was shareware too.
Yeah,
it was all free. I can remember working in '95. I was running the shipping receiving department for a store in northern Canada, and we had computers and we were selling them to offices and stuff. And we had shareware discs, and all I did was play Doom and Caffel Wolfenstein on there and stuff like that. But they wanted them for itself.
This is interesting because what Joe was saying is if you're looking for our numbers, he could see blue carts with Lucas Arts or Monkey Island or 2 red carts. Indie. I would be curious. Like, what if they did release that? Would it be as popular? That would be interesting.
Yeah. Well, the Monkey Island games are point and click, so I don't think a lot of people would like that in this show. Maybe Rich would.
Give me.
I would like it because I'd play them.
I didn't like them back in the day when they came out on computer.
Like, actually, that'd be a good C64 game. I want the C64 version of Maniac Mansion. Maniac Mansion on
C64.
Yeah, I think that was the original platform that was created for.
Point and clicks.
That was a cool game though. I liked Maniac.
I would like those if they were like the PC, like the original like CD-ROM versions. That.
What do you mean? The original? You mean talking about Monkey Island?
When I played Monkey Island, it became. I remember we had it at school. It was the only game. The main game that we had it was on the CD-ROM and all that, and it played smoothly and But I wouldn't want to play like an inferior PS1 version. That's good. I don't like downports of PC games to consoles. Like the new Doom FX, like that's for like a very niche audience. I'm like, I don't get why you'd want to play something that never existed. Like just play the PC version and be happy.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Maniac Mansion was the first Lucasfilm game.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's also the first Scum game.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh God, will we see more Super Pockets? this year.
Yes.
Probably.
They usually go in twos, right? Well, no, they did do it too. They
Yeah.
paid East on the
And the
on the Neo Geo. So I think I think that's it. I would say that's it. No more Super Pockets for you.
If
you
you don't
think
want to
if
see
we
any
end
more
up getting-
Super Pockets, close your eyes.
That's it.
Right. Do you think if we end up getting like the Neo Geo or Capcom on physical cards that are locked to the Super Pockets, do you think next year that'll make people be hesitant to buy like the latest Super Pocket, or do you think people will still buy them? Like,
No, I think it's I think well, it depends on how they do the releases. Like for example, I seem to be sucked into the pattern of buying all of the special editions. So if they release a special edition Super Pocket, I will probably get it. Like as
that I
collectors.
understand.
But also, it also depends on how well they're performing in other regions or other sectors, I should say, of of this retro video game space. I mean, we don't know numbers from GameStop or any of the retail stores that they're putting these devices in, and if they're moving off the shelves, then they're going to keep putting them on them. So, because then it doesn't matter. Like the Super Pockets, the reason why Blaze, at least in the very beginning, continued to say like, "Hey, these aren't Evercades," is because they're not treating them like that. So if they put them on the shelf and they're like, "Hey, there's a thing, you could buy it," and they're moving, then why not, right? So,
Be right back.
Yeah, I don't think the two kind of tied together. I mean, there are people that are going to be like, "Well, I'm not going to buy this cartridge because I already have it on Super Pocket," or vice versa.
Exactly, because
But
Right.
I think the people that are buying Super Pockets primarily are not even really caring that much about the Evercade portion about it.
right.
See, that's what I'm wondering. Because at least I think if you're already in the Evercade ecosystem, what sells Super Pockets is FOMO. It's like, hey, I want this licensed thing. I want these games we may never get cards on. That's what I suspect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the I guess maybe the good thing to the Evercade fan base that just wants the cartridges, looking at the Super Pockets, there's like, oh, maybe I don't have to go and get the Super Pockets because the games are being, released on the carts later. So if there's a time release kind of thing or whatever, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But the real deal would be a Capcom deal. If a Capcom deal went out and then they basically put out either a cart or two carts that had the equivalent game set on the Capcom Super Pocket, that would be yeah, for sure. Then at that point it'd be like, yep, you don't have to wait, because eventually everything's going to wind up going on carts. So
Yes.
then you just hold off, and then as an Evercade collector solely, you won't have to mess with the Super Pockets.
Yes.
But Capcom's the only holdout. So
Exactly.
so far.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, Taito.
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
Wait, Taito collections are purple because they're arcade,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So we're already going to be at 20 at the end of the year with the Taitos.
Yeah.
So I would say no more arcade. And the
Yeah.
parts that are left
Yeah.
will make it all around numbers, right? Because aren't we getting two red that are already announced?
Exactly, Blunders. No, so here's kind of the thing where, and you notice once the big shift in Blaze, once we had embedded games, like not talking about hidden games, but once the XP came out with consoles, then those were shifted games, and that's where Blaze changed its market drastically. Like instead of catering to its initial market, then it's and you see that in the alphas. You're like, well, nobody's put all three alphas in an arcade machine before. Let's just do that. Let's try to get that arcade market. And that's, I mean, I don't know. That's my whole thing with Blaze is that I wish they would either go all out and try to get the mainstream market, or just kind of stay really niche how they did before. I kind of feel like they've dabbled in both, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of talking about Blaze. Who gives a rat's ass what they do? Play the games we get from. I'm tired of talking about them.
Evercade is Blaze.
Yeah, but I'm just tired of talking about what they are. We don't know anything about what they're doing.
Yeah, you're
just
just
react
kind
to
of
what
making
they
up
do.
what they should or shouldn't do, and
Yeah, they're not
it doesn't really
listening
matter
to us,
because
so who cares? Like,
it doesn't matter. All that matters is what they
How do you
actually
care?
do.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't listen to us. You think they listen to us? I doubt it. So who cares? Let's
No,
talk about
Blaze
the
doesn't.
games.
I don't think too much. Maybe.
Yeah, I
They
just
don't
love
listen
sitting
to
back
you.
and staring
They
at my
don't listen to
library.
us.
Ever since I
I'm
got
wondering
these
how
shelves, it's great.
I wonder how often Ed has gone to Blaze offering his services as a freelance consultant.
No, well, I think that's why I was saying I think Blaze. I think they're too in love. They're too in love with themselves to listen to me. Like it would be
Oh,
like
I don't
I,
think I don't think that, Ed. I think
Oh
they're
yeah,
really-
it's like
I know
Ed,
them. I know them
are you a
personally.
politician?
They're really good people, man. They're really good
I-
people.
I've-
They're doing what
I-
their business
it
needs.
doesn't
them
matter
to
if
do.
somebody's a good person. I just don't think that they
Are
would.
you secretly the mayor of Texas or something? You know,
Yes.
it's just
No,
you're
I'll
just
tell you, because
speaking
listen,
like a
Oh, I don't
politician.
get that reference. I don't get that reference.
no, I'll
He's,
listen.
he's
I'll tell
talking
you
like a
because
politician. It's always
No.
some sort of spin to spin things in his favor.
No, it's just like I grew up. Like, listen, my childhood. No, listen, the childhood that I grew up playing games is vastly different from Blaze's. Is vastly different from both of you all. I think me and Rich had similar close upbringings, except he was more like Atari heavy. So yeah, that's what it's. Most people aren't self aware, and it's them just kind of.
How old are you?
So.
How old are you?
I don't think Blaze would listen to me. I'm just a loudmouth, dumb American. Why would they listen to me? Seriously,
Oh, I don't think they think that of you.
probably.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't know. They can't be bothered to really reach out to me. There was a point in time where they did, and I kind of like I tried to reach out to them.
Been
They would
mean
always
to them,
they were
Ed. You kind of said some mean stuff about them, man.
I speak the listen. I speak the truth, whether it's mean or not. I'm honest. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I don't say this game. If I say this game isn't my cup of tea, I'll be like, yes, this game isn't my cup of tea, and it sucks, and here's why it sucks. But if you like it, you enjoy it. I won't take that away. But just understand that, like, here's where I'm coming from, and here's why from the technical aspects. That's all. You know, I have to be honest.
I swear, you sound just like a politician talking on the news. You know.
I don't watch the news.
Get Sean back on the show. I don't
know
know.
if Sean wants to come back on the show.
I mean, I can tell you right now.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know where I stand.
Yeah, Sean, come anyway. Sounds good.
I mean, I'm telling you right now. Like, I just if that's a thing, I'm giving you do it.
I really just like talking about the games they make. That's really, or they put out. That's all I care about. Like,
I like the games.
Well, I am in no position to critique a lot of their stuff because I don't give a rat's ass. Like, I just want cool games I haven't played before, or really, that's all I want.
There's lots of games out there that we haven't played before, and not many.
That's what I want.
Well, I mean, as a fan, I mean, we beat this drum until it's got nothing left on the
no skin left.
No skin left to hit. But yeah, I mean, that's why, I mean, this is why Evercade. Why Evercade is, I just want them to keep putting out carts with games that I'm like, I have no idea what that is.
And my preference is games I've not played before. But if they put games I've played before, okay, that's fine. But I like the discovery of games I haven't played before.
Yeah.
Or I forgot I
wanted to play in a different way, maybe.
Yeah,
you know,
I want stuff I can go get anywhere else, like on Steam or Nintendo Switch or PlayStation. I don't want those collections. I want stuff I've not played before. Nobody else putting out. That's what I want. I've always wanted that. That's why the Pico collection was a big deal for me, and that's what hooked me on Evercade, because I got to play games that were never released in North America or I've never seen. Right? No, that's why that collection still holds up as probably the top collection of all Evercade collections.
Yeah,
for me.
But does the physical part and like the collectability, does that matter to you as well, or is it just?
No, I'm getting over that now as I get older.
Okay, see that's okay. That's why I think that's why you and me sometimes are at odds, because to me it's all about like the collectability.
No, there's a lot more of that. But yeah, no, I collect games, but I don't like. I've got what I want. I've never collected games for the sake of having them on the shelf and not play them. So I play the games I have. So
yeah.
But like, I mean, it's not, the physical thing is getting less and less important. Yeah. I don't even know how uber important it is to the community at large, right? So I don't know how many people have bought it and held on to it purely from a collecting standpoint. It's all about discovery for me. Like, I 100% agree. Like, that's why I like Gremlin collections, not because they're good games. They're probably 5 and 6 rated games, but I haven't played much of them, and it was fun just playing them and figuring out, why someone decided to develop this game and put it out.
Right.
Yeah.
And it must have fans.
Yeah. No,
It's
I'm
like when you
asking
watch
that for
a
CC
movie that's really bad, and you have to wonder, it's like, did they know they were making a bad movie? You know, or
Mhm.
there's still
Well,
entertainment in something that's
so
not
then
I mean,
here's
good.
sometimes they do.
so then here's the question, and I have to put on my crow hat and ask you this: why not then just buy something like a Fanatical bundle where you get a bunch of mystery games digitally, and it's exactly the same thing that you get from
I've
Evercade?
done that. Me and Crow's done that.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've done
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
But
don't
that's what, yeah.
segregate where I buy games from. I buy games from where if there's good value and if there's something I want to play. That's why I like
Yeah.
Steam.
Oh,
That's why I
that's
like
a
Twitch.
good idea, Immortal. That's a really good idea.
Pretty great. Well, I think Evercade offers more than just Discovery. That's all. I think that's kind of like the whole. It's kind of like the whole package.
Sure.
My whole thing is that I like Discovery. I just don't want to. I just don't get joy from playing bad games, even if they're games I've never played before. That's kind of.
I
Yeah,
do
we could
enjoy
be
playing
both,
Yeah,
bad
right?
I don't
games.
mind it. Yeah,
I don't mind playing bad games either because that's what I'm
If
trying
it's
to
bad,
figure out.
it's like, yeah, it's like, why is
Yeah.
this game so bad? What went wrong? You know?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
I
puzzle.
don't- I don't mind.
Well, you can play a game too that you think is bad, and then an hour into it, you get it, and it dawns. on
Yeah,
you.
there's that too. It's
That's
like
the,
you
that
never
like
know. It's like,
perfect example of that is that game that came out like 5 years ago called Death Stranding.
oh,
yeah.
you see, that game got worse for me as I
That
played
game,
it.
a lot of people dropped within like 10 or 15 hours, but my wife played it and she said after about 20 hours, the game completely shifts into something different and it's an amazing game. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I had 20 hours to put into that game.
Yeah,
But there's some games
You
you
would-
play like gets more fun as you play it, like, and you figure it out. Like the pig game, once I figured it out, it's really fun when you get into the
Hogs of
game.
War. Yeah.
You
And
really
you-
figure out the controls, it gets really good, but you got to get past that initial hour of relearning how to play or learning
Yeah,
how
and
to
I
play that.
haven't and there's so many people out there who tell you that how good of a game that is.
Yeah, and you got to give it a chance, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. Is like, even Reloaded, it's really fun out of the gate. And for me, that first hour is really fun, but then it kind of gets really repetitive in hour 2 and hour 3 because it feels like they didn't have a plan to do much different after the first kind of levels.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think someone like let's say somebody who's like a connoisseur of food is like eating every single like a lot of food out there? Do you think like they need to eat like a whole dish to know that they like it, or could they just have a few bites? Like, do you
I
honestly
don't know.
think?
You
I
know
don't-
what? I would say they have to eat the whole dish because there's some things that I've started eating that I thought, oh, this is really, really good. And then as I start to finish it, I was like, I kind of wish I never ate that.
But that analogy doesn't hold up because your ingredients for making food didn't change from. It's just the same set. Whereas when you develop software and games, what you do in the first level, you introduce new features, new different aspects of your game. In the next level, third level, that's basic game development. So essentially, a game can shift and change how it is perceived by a player. That's the whole thing of video games. Good video
Yeah.
games don't introduce
I'll give you
everything
a
you'll ever
really-
need.
Ever played Brutal Legend?
Yeah,
Because
the
that game
Jack Black
turns into something completely different.
completely different. Yes,
And I was like, and as soon as that happened, I was like, well, I don't
Yeah.
like this type of game, and I had to stop playing it.
exactly right. So that sometimes that shift turns off people. Sometimes that shift shows up, like gives people.
It can.
something else.
It can, but it's just like I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you like have like a lot of experience, you've experienced a lot. That's kind of what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Like growing up, I think we had different childhoods. And
Of course, we all
like,
had different childhoods. Just being the fact that we grew up.
no,
in
but
different-
what I'm trying to say is I think like some of us like played games because they were there, but like, that's what I'm thinking. I actually sought it out. Whether if I couldn't afford to get it, I knew a friend or somebody who did. I rented it.
we were
like,
all
video-
like that.
Like
I was like
video
that.
Yeah.
video games. Like growing, that's like I think I was more obsessed than you were. Like I was, and so with that
I
with
think
MMOs.
that's an impossible statement to make.
No, it's not though. It's not.
You don't
though.
know. You don't know my childhood.
You
don't
told
know
me.
Crow's childhood.
You said you really didn't get into gaming until the '90s, and you were more like into comic books. And with the 5
No,
years
that's
age,
not. Hey,
like,
Crow,
like
you
I
keep
see that.
treading those. He's fucking Trump, man. You're like, stop gaslighting people. Dude, I
I'm
played
not.
every console since 1975 up. Just because you have other interests, don't mean to say it negates your other interests.
No, that's not what I'm talking. There's a
So,
difference between like, really being
please
into
stop
something,
saying
like a
that,
connoisseur, and like actively seeking it out. That's all.
Oh my
just
god,
saying-
dude! You obviously have never watched a video on my channel because I constantly talk about how I borrow games from my cousins and all those types of things. That's how you grew. That's what the 1980s were. Nobody
Yeah, I
could
borrowed
afford
games
all the
from people all the time.
No, but
Yeah,
but yeah, but when
I
I mentioned
borrowed
it,
consoles. Like I wasn't that into this Sega Genesis. I had a Super Nintendo, but one
Yeah, same
summer
here.
I swapped
But
my
see, I'll be like,
Super Nintendo and a bunch of games with
okay,
somebody else with the
I'll be more-
Genesis,
I'll
just
be
so I
more
had that
specific.
experience.
I used to
I'll be
trade
more
my
specific.
Super Nintendo for a Genesis from a guy who had
No,
a
I'll be more
Genesis.
specific. You said like last show, you're like, yeah, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat were the only fighting games I didn't care about, so I chose to be ignorant and not look at it, and that's fine. But that's what I'm saying.
I didn't.
You're
say
putting words in his mouth. He
that.
never said
Don't do
I
that,
chose
dude.
to be
Seriously,
ignorant.
Ed, you're gonna get one more chance at that, dude. Don't do it. Don't make
Did
up
you-
something to fit your narrative.
Did you not say you didn't give a rat's ass about any of their fighting games than Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2?
I said I played Tekken, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat, and those were the fighting games I played, and I didn't
Right.
really play anything else.
Right, and you're saying I didn't give a rat's ass about like Neo Geo and all that. Like
I didn't play them because I didn't. I
Yeah.
didn't want to play them.
That's okay. That's kind of
That's
my
not to
point.
say
I'm
that.
saying,
That's not to say that now he's not going to play them. He just
Right,
wasn't
right,
interested
right.
in playing them.
Yeah.
right, but I'm just saying, like when I was growing up, I was very
So if
open-minded.
anything, I don't have
myself.
that nostalgia, which means I'm
Okay.
judging the games for what they are.
Yeah, but my point is like what I'm trying to tell you is that we had different like I went to seek out like various different I wanted to experience. Like Evercade is more about and video gaming is more about experiences. That's what I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to get. That's why we have like vastly different opinions. That's all.
Isn't
That's
that
like
you're- exactly what we were
nobody's
saying?
your opinion's wrong or stuff, but you constantly tell everybody else that their opinions doesn't matter and yours does.
No, I've never said
Because
that.
we're a different opinion.
Should we
That's what I'm-
change the name of this
what I'm
podcast
saying. You
to
said
Ed
that
versus the World?
Ed versus the world.
Yeah. No. But that's like saying like kind of going back to the CRT thing. I don't like to make blanket statements like that. That's all.
But you do.
No, I don't though.
You say all blue cartridges are terrible.
I think they are. Other people like
So
them.
that's a blanket statement right there.
That doesn't mean other. No. I'll tell you what a blanket statement is. Here's what a blanket statement. If you said all blue games are
Rich, we're gonna
terrible,
have to talk, Rich. You and I.
I'll tell you what. No, that's gatekeeping, dude. If you said like all blue cards are terrible, the people that play them are terrible. No, I'm just saying like I don't like them. If you can get enjoyment out of it, that's different. I'm just saying.
But
that, like,
but my point is you've immediately discounted every single blue cartridge that has come out and is yet to come out.
why? Okay, but why is it hard for you all to believe that I know myself well in the type of games that I can play something for 5 minutes and
I'm not saying. I'm not. That's not my
That's all
point. My
I'm
point is that is a blanket statement.
But that baffles you all. Like you got like, and I know like people too. Like
I'm
they don't
not
understand-
baffled by the fact that you say that that's. I'm not baffled by the fact that you say that you're not interested and you don't like all blue cards. My baffled statement, where I'm baffled is that where you won't agree that that is a blanket statement saying that I'm not interested in any blue cards because I think all the games are terrible.
I'm just not falling for your rage bait. is what I'm trying to say. I think that I'm just saying that like, well, I don't like stuff. I try to be respectful of other people still like them. That's that's and I go through and I explain why I don't like something like specifically.
Let's just put it like say this, like I'm not really too looking forward to a Spectrum collection coming out. But if there was one announced, I'm not going to start playing every game under the assumption that I'm going to hate the game. It's like, well, maybe there's a game here that maybe all the games I'll like, and I just won't. I just haven't played the games before, so I won't know until I play the games.
Same here. I go into it kind of with open mind, except for the point and clicks. I know it's going to be a challenge, and I say it right at the start of the video. I said I think this will be a challenge for me to like these games because it's not my genre, but I still appreciate them. I still like the fact that I get to discover them, like Broken Sword. I don't even remember that coming out on the PlayStation 1, but now I can. After people said it was one of the most popular games, it's pretty cool.
It's a way bigger game in Europe than it was in North America. So but I kind of was aware of it. I still haven't played it. I'm still working my way towards that. But when I get to it, all I know is the goat puzzle. That's all I know. Because it's come up in videos as one of the most absurd ways, things you have to do to solve a puzzle.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like what's the one that came out? What is that name of the one? The single card.
Well,
Full Void.
Full Void. Full Void.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
okay. That was the one I forced my way through the first 5 minutes to like, and once I got past it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a pretty cool game.
I thought it was really cool, and it wound up being like a neat surprise because for some of those type of games, those like action puzzle, like not a lot of like fighting or anything like that kind of games, like just like a very storyline driven room puzzle solve kind of thing. I'm not those usually aren't my bag either, but I appreciated the fact that like after you give it a little bit of time, like the game's story and the world kind of like sucked you in, and it's like, oh, that's neat, like, and then, but if it wasn't for the fact that they put it on a cart, if that was on Switch, if that was on Steam, if it was on like PlayStation or whatever, just like random, even if it was on PlayStation Plus, I might not have played it at all.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
But it's on a cart, and they went so far as to make it the only special edition yet that has ever been on Evercade.
So that's why Discovery matters for me.
Yeah.
That's why I like Discovery on the Evercade, because I wouldn't have played that game otherwise. Like that pig game. I keep going back to the pig game. I would not have played that game if it wasn't Evercade. Two pig games. The one that came out. What's the other one that came out like 2 years?
The one on
side scroller. Like I love that game too.
Oh, Pico 1.
Wasn't it on
Yeah.
It's on Pico 1. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget the name of it.
It's on Pico 1?
Yes. I forgot there's more than one pig game.
Yeah. Yeah, Gene, you're right. That's a game that most people, like most intelligent games, Power Pigs. Most people would dismiss intelligent games just because of the control issues. But when you play some of them, they're really, really fun.
Yeah.
They should do a pig collection. Yeah. I'd buy that. I'd buy the pig collection. But yeah, it's interesting. I just want more different games. Is he playing? Oh, he's playing in the tutorial.
He's throwing his death through. No, but Full Void was a great example. I've even said I wouldn't have bought that for $5 on Steam if it came by, but because I spent the money on it. But that's the kind of stuff I want to see more, though. I want to see more of that. I kind of feel like we've drifted away from that a little bit.
Well, everybody wanted Neo Geo collections, so that's why they went that route.
Yes, and actually, I think
that's why they can't do it all at one time. Everybody's saying, I want Sega, I want Capcom, I want Neo Geo. So they do that at the expense of the next Full Void, I guess. And the Western
that is true. Yeah,
that's why, right? They can't do everything.
Right.
I would rather no Neo Geo. Like, there's no need for me to have Neo Geo games because I got the Neo Geo collections on Switch, can play them anywhere. I would rather they not have done that and did more Full Voids and more of those games.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been much better because you can buy Neo Geo games anywhere. Like, they're everywhere.
digitally,
And they're physically too. There's Neo Geo collections on the Switch.
Yeah.
Physically.
You have to buy Switch though.
Well,
It's expensive. No, I'll tell you why.
$40 Canadian. That's what I pay for my Neo Geo collection.
Yeah, but you have a Switch though. That's,
Yeah,
like,
I'm
if
just.
you're
But the point I'm trying to make is not about that. It's the point you can get them anywhere. They're available everywhere. Whereas, I would rather they would have sacrificed that for Full Voids, Terminators, all those types of games, indie games, or more discovery of computer games or whatever, arcade games, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I agree with you on the indie. I was hoping Blaze would have more become like an indie gaming machine and kind of like ported some of those like more like unknown like indie games. But see that. But I kind of feel like, but we got like Gremlin Collection and we got the computer carts because of that. Actually, that might be a good poll. Would you sacrifice the purple carts?
I would, like I said right from the beginning, like I don't want Sega collections. I don't need Neo Geo collections because you can get them everywhere. I want more indie, more discovery of other collections. Because there's a lot of good computer collection games. There's tons of good Amiga games they could put out on there.
The only thing that you can't get is like a brand new game like sealed, like at that price that's all minty that you get to open up and you have the booklet and everything.
I think the Neo Geo collection comes with a booklet on Switch. I'd have to look. I'm probably not.
Switch does that, yeah.
Yeah, but Switch is just not much cheaper, not much more expensive than Evercade now. You can get a Switch Lite for $200.
That's sad, isn't it? It's getting, it's getting.
No, it's always been $200 for the last 2 years. I think Switch Lite. So
Yeah, you might be able
technically, if you want, it's not a massive difference in price. I think maybe an extra $50-$60 for Switch.
If you want to talk about price, you want to hear something like somebody mentioned something. I was like, oh man, I didn't even realize that. Is like if you think about it, the Neo Geo Super Pocket costs less than a single Switch 2 game.
Yeah, probably. Switch 2 games
No,
are like
it
100
does.
bucks, dude.
Well, if you
Yeah.
get like Mario Kart or something.
4 Switch 2 games. That's
Mario
it. I'm putting all my
Kart is
Switch ones
an
on there.
$80 game.
Yeah. Is it still $80 digitally
For what?
Yes,
for Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
Oh god, I
It
wouldn't.
should be.
Mine came with my Switch 2.
Even if it is cheaper, I think it's like $70, which is like the same price
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
it's
The new Donkey Kong is 100 bucks Canadian. I don't have it.
Yeah. I was like,
I'm like,
man, you're right. All of these
We're gonna
Super
buy it
Pockets,
used.
a Super Pocket costs less than the price of a Switch 2 game. It doesn't even matter what Switch 2 game it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Switch 2 games are super expensive. Even the PlayStation 5 and Xbox. Well, Xbox don't matter anymore.
And it kind of changed my
That's
perspective on, because I always considered the Super Pockets to be expensive, but when you put it in that context, it's like, well, I guess it isn't that expensive.
Yeah.
So that's the
It's an
interesting question
expectation,
for
right?
Evercade's existence. No, I'm glad you brought that up, because people always ask, like, why would you want an Evercade when you can play all these games on any other platform? So it's fat. You know what I mean? It's interesting.
That's
but
why I want them to do games you can't play on all other collections, consoles.
Sure.
But then there's probably no money in it for them. That's why I think.
Well, I
right?
think,
Like,
yeah, there should be a mix. You know,
Yeah.
games you can't play anywhere else, but also games you can play elsewhere.
yeah. Like
and
I
that's
would,
what
if you're
give
gonna
up,
balance. Yeah,
I would give up 2 of the Neo Geo collections this year for 1 extra indie title or indie collection. Like the fact we're not getting an indies collection this year is kind of sad.
that's very sad.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is like,
So like,
It's
did we really
possible.
need 3 Neo Geos, Rich? Like really? Did we?
well, so what if though, in the 3 carts that are left, what if one of them is an indie cart, and they just didn't decide to do the promotion this year by doing like the indie game of the month instead of doing, like they did the highlight of the month thing, but they're still going to hit us with an indie cart, just to see how that works. Like, will the splash of, oh hey, by the way, like we didn't forget about indie, here's 12 games or whatever on a cart, but you haven't played any of them all year. Like, does that affect like decision making as far as like buying the carts? Because we don't know, because they don't share numbers. Like, has the indie game of the month, revealing most of the cart, has that affected sales? So maybe they held it all back, and then maybe it'll be the last cart revealed. Could be an interesting strategy anyway, just to see if that would be a thing that would affect sales at all. Because what happens if that does happen, right? They announce the cart, they put out the indie cart, and then it just does gangbusters because people have been wanting indie games, and they scoop it up because they haven't been playing all year.
Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting. I don't know how well this new indie cart will do for them.
We talk about Roadcraft?
Yeah.
Oh, Roadcraft,
That- That's going to do very well based on what I've been hearing and excitement.
Oh, yeah. No, sales wise, you think it'll do good?
Yes. And honestly, I think it's going to be a better game than Full Void.
Oh, I think
Because
so,
it is
too.
because it is a roguelike, and that just means to me that you could keep replaying it and never play it the same way.
But my thing is, it's coming out at the same time. The Steam's version of it's coming out at the same time, so that'll take a little luster off of.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
but I guess that's only if you have like a Steam Deck and an Evercade. I mean, I could see.
Yeah,
not
but I'm just
really
saying,
wanting to
like,
play
it
both.
won't make like you want new players and new people to come to Evercade. But if it's coming out day and date to Steam, it's not like it's.
Well,
you're
I
not
mean, if
getting-
you think about it,
I agree.
it's like anything else. Like if you remember back in the day, like say Mortal Kombat came to consoles, it all came released to several consoles at the same
Yeah,
time.
But
but
there's
Crow's
one difference,
different.
though, Rich, and Pete's onto something. Most people have some form of a PC that could run that game. You don't have to buy like a Steam Deck, and it's like, why would you spend $30 for that one game when you could probably get it?
What if
digitally?
you wanted to play it portably? What if
Yeah.
you wanted the portable version of it? Then you have to have a
Steam
Steam Deck or
Yeah, but no.
something else.
What I'm
that-
saying though, Crow. What I'm saying is your point about Mortal Kombat. But back in the day, everybody like it was more common knowledge of a Genesis and a Super Nintendo. They were both fighting each other. They were both mainstream. Whereas the Evercade is not. The Steam is much more mainstream than Evercade, right? Still pretty niche product. So
Oh
I'm saying,
yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm just saying. I was just kind of trying to
the
think of an
accessibility
example.
kind of feels weird. So that's why I question how. Like I hope it's really popular. I hope it's really fun. It's still not my cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of the that type tactical gameplay, but I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah.
But it's just curious that Steam is going to have theirs at the same time and stuff like that. So
I don't
yeah,
think
that's
it's
it.
gonna make
I
much of a
think
difference.
I just want more of those games, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That would be great.
What?
No, I'm concerned about what Crazy Burger said, that game was really short, because the Rogue 64 free game is really short, and I had a lot of fun, but it wasn't as much variety to want to like play that over. Like, it was too short of a game, and I hope this one isn't like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess the proof's going to be in the game when it comes out, but they said that during the development of Roguecraft 64, they've been adding a whole bunch of stuff, like from Rogue. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, Rogue 64 was like the appetizer, and then Roguecraft is going to be like the bigger version of that idea. Is what I've been hearing. So like, I'm excited about that, because even though it was short, as far as like those, the free drop games that have come out, that is by far my favorite one.
Yeah,
was Rogue 64. Like it was outstanding, because again, like the month it came out, I didn't think I was gonna play it half as much as I did, and I just kept playing it over and over again. It was really cool.
It is a roguelite, right? So it's different every time you play. It's like randomly generated. Is that the case, or?
Yeah, but there has to be more. You have to unlock progression, though. That's the thing with roguelikes.
That's what I do like. That's what keeps me coming back to a game again and again. Yeah.
I don't know enough about it, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Rogue 64 technically wasn't a roguelike because of that. It was just like randomly generated levels, but
not a roguelite, but a roguelite. Which means that it's like a rogue game, but doesn't have all the features.
I love how there's 2 games coming out this year called Roguecraft. One with a capital C and one without a capital C. The one we're interested in doesn't have a capital C on Steam. It's literally 2 coming out roughly the same time.
How does that happen?
I have no idea. It's like kind of weird. I don't know why they do that.
Oh man!
They completely looks different games, but
one of them should change their name to change the C to a K.
Yeah, get that backlash. Can you imagine?
It's like that episode of The Office where like they order pizza from like the bad pizza place, and Kevin's like same name.
What's the name of that place? Oh my gosh, not Ange. It's an Italian name.
Yeah.
Is it Pizza By or something? I forget what it's called. Oh my god!
I've never seen The Office.
What?
Oh my god!
I worked in one, so I figured I only see TV
Pizza or Pizza by Alfredo. One is good, one's not. It's kind of funny.
Yes.
When are we going to get back to reviewing our carts, guys?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Where did we leave off?
It never even entered your mind. I think about this all the time because.
Yeah, we should definitely get back to that.
But nobody seems to be interested.
I think the reason why we might have taken another pause is I am almost positive that we're faced with another blue cart.
That's fine.
I think that's the next one that we're going to do is a blue cart.
The last couple shows the perfect indication we need.
Is that what's holding us up?
The show.
Oh man,
I can tell you where we left off.
I don't want to talk about a blue cart. Let's not.
We were doing Dolphin Collection 1. And we almost finished it. We still have 2 more games.
Wait, which one are we on? I
Delphine?
don't even remember.
Delphine, yeah. We have 2 more games. We have Future
So
Wars.
we talked about 2 out of the 4 games in Delphine and then just stopped for months?
Well, if somebody would play the games when they would come out, we could talk about more current releases.
Well,
what's interesting about it is we probably, here's the bad thing now, is we probably have to start all over again because now the games we talked about now have mouse support, which would make them infinitely better.
Yeah, but I'm not using a mouse on my Evercade. That's completely never happened.
Oh, those games, if you wanted to, oh man, I'm so mad that I played the playthrough that with the controller because a mouse would have made that game a lot easier in certain games. Both those games, because there were certain parts of the game where you had to click and point on certain stuff really quick, and I had to like do save states in order to do it fast enough. Like lots of save states.
You do save states on every game you've played.
Yeah, I know I do, but this one
lot.
I literally had to do save state every 2 to 3 seconds in order to pass by some of those sections because you
I
just
guess
had
I
to be
could
so
use a
quick.
mouse on those because I have my Evercade is right here at my desk. So
Those games would be so. I'm talking about the Future War one and the Spy one. I can't remember the name of it.
I had
Those
no
two.
problem playing Future War on my controller because I'm used to playing those types of tactical games.
How far did you get? Did you get past the room where you had to enter the code before the ceiling came in and crushed you?
I can't remember actually. Sounds
Did you actually travel through time in that game?
Yes.
Then you had to have made it past that
If I
door.
cheated and got the code off the internet.
That's true too, but you still had to enter it, and entering it is ridiculous because every time you had to select the keypad and then move the mouse to select the button,
Yeah.
and then move the mouse to approve, and then you had to go to, and that was for one number, and then the next number you had to do the same thing. You had to do over and over and over again. You constantly moving that cursor around,
Like 5 minutes.
which would have been a lot easier with a mouse, where you could just left click and bring up the menu.
Well, when we do the collections, I'll hook a mouse up. I don't know. Does any standard USB mouse work with the Evercade?
Yeah. The
Yes,
3D
I think so,
printed
yeah.
mouse I printed works.
Does it need to be in the port 1 or port 2 or?
I think it could be any in port 2, 3, or 4.
Okay,
It has to,
I'm gonna
not
try
just
that
not in
one.
port 1.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
finish up all those collections and then be done with them.
That sounds good.
But I think we talked about those 2 games already because maybe I don't know. What games did we talk about? Did we talk
can't
about
remember.
Another World?
In flashback.
Okay,
yeah.
then those were the games we didn't talk about. Yeah, I guess we
You don't
talked
need a
about it
mouse
backwards.
for flashback or another.
No,
world.
you don't. No, you don't, because
Yeah.
that was a Genesis game. But you, see, I played them in chronological order, which would have been Future War and then
You're
the Spy
weird.
game. I don't see how it's weird to play the games in chronological order.
I don't know. I'm just fun for me to call you weird.
Okay, that's weird, and I'm weird.
So, yeah, we can get back to that and finish that
That's
collection.
the person playing
let's do it.
video with Lara Croft dying consistently over and over.
Oh my
again
god,
for
man!
an
I don't know
hour
how
and
you
a half.
play that game. It's the camera just drives me nuts in the Tomb Raider games.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about the
Sorry.
games, but it
Back
makes
to
up for being able
Yeah.
to save state.
At least they fixed it in the Switch versions of them. The remastered versions, they made the camera a little bit better. But, yeah. But
And
then you're
Tomb
not
Raider
really
3.
playing the original
Oh
game.
my
then.
god. Tomb Raider
Yeah.
3, I don't know how people played that without save states, because there's literally a button in that game. I walked
Yeah.
over, pushed a button, and flames shot up from under me. It's just literally a death trap. If you hit that button, you die.
They were
That's
so
wild.
lauded back in the day, though. I remember everybody was playing them on PlayStation, and I'm like, I couldn't get into them. I couldn't, and I love Indiana Jones, and I couldn't get into it. And there wasn't really many good Indiana Jones games out either.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
I think I read an article somewhere saying that they were trying to do like a Uncharted and Tomb Raider crossover game at one point, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, well, they kind of did it with the adjacent game. I forget what's called, Uncharted. Where's somewhere here? The one with the girl with what's her name in it? Where is
Oh,
that?
the DLC for
No, it's a standalone movie. I don't know where my Uncharted games are.
Oh, what is that? And the Indiana Jones and the Fate
It
of
was between
Atlantis.
3 and 4.
Indiana Jones and the Fate of
yeah.
Atlantis. Isn't
Wasn't
that
that
the point and
DLC
click
for
game?
3 though?
No, it was a standalone game. I forget what's called.
Lost? No, not Lost Legacy, right? Yeah, Lost Legacy.
Yes, Lost Legacy. That one. That's kind of like their, I guess, what had ended up being their Tomb Raider / Uncharted one, but not really. Nate. That's what with Chloe in it and stuff like that.
Got it.
And Nadine.
Hey, the Indiana Jones point and click game, another Lucasfilm game.
There's a lot of games
Like-
that came out after their like didn't have a lot of great games. I think the Indiana Jones on Xbox is pretty good though. Still has some camera issues, but it's
Which one is that? Is that the Great Circle?
really.
Or is that the movie?
No,
I can't remember.
the original Xbox. Oh, the new Indiana Jones is amazing. It's the last good one I remember playing was on original Xbox.
Yeah, I heard that one was pretty good too.
It's really fun. It came out.
Yeah,
I might have come out on PlayStation 2. I'm not sure. I don't know if it did or not. It's The Emperor's Tomb. That's a pretty good game. That's a really good game. I should play that again, actually. I'm playing so many old games again now, like just playing them over again. Like I'm playing through Transformers Devastation on PlayStation 3.
That is a good game.
Okay.
That game's freaking amazing, by the way. Like if you've not,
You know, it's
played
funny. I think that was
Transformers-
I owned it at one point and I never played it.
Yeah, if you own it on physical, it's worth a fortune now. But
Is
Is
it?
it really?
I wonder if I got a fortune.
it
for
never
when I
got
sold it.
reprinted because of the license with Activision.
Ah.
Yeah, but Devastation's awesome. The art style's great, controls are great. It's just a really fun game. Kind of reminds me, control-wise, a little like oh my god, Devil May Cry, in some of
Really?
the
Okay.
punching and kicking, and then how it goes into its combos. Oh, it's awesome! Like, so I played it before and finished it on PlayStation 3 way back in the day, but I'm going through now and playing some of my games I really enjoy from a different perspective. And that one I'm really playing. I'm playing Devastation. It's really fun. But yeah, but I'm a nut for Transformers, so.
That's emulatable. Not even a real word. I'm gonna have to check that out on.
Oh, dude, it's worth it. It came out on PS4 too, but good luck trying to find a copy on PS4. Like seriously, like. But
yeah.
I've seen it at used stores on PS3. People don't know what they have at used game stores. Like they're selling it for $10 or $5. Like if you see it, it's almost worth it as an investment.
Keep my eye out for that. Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
if you like Transformers, I don't know if any of you guys like Transformers. Like I like Transformers, but like it is freaking awesome. Like I mean, awesome game, so good. And it's what if you're old like me and you grew up with G1 Transformers, not the. I shouldn't say hot garbage of the Bay universe because those Transformers are really cool too. But I like G1 design, and Devastation is G1 design, which is really, and G2, G1, G2, G3. So, oh, look at Grimlock. Is that the G1?
Yeah, this is the original. This isn't even a remake. This is original.
You selling that?
Grimrock. No, I bought it from somebody that was selling
Is it complete though?
No, it's just I actually have the box, but there's no.
No, I don't
in
care
the
about
box.
the box. It's the accessories. Does it have all the accessories?
I'm not 100% sure. I need to find the box to see if the accessories are on the box.
That's the worst thing about toys, right? Is the accessories. But yeah,
Uh,
but yeah, that's a great game. There's a good game on the I think NES too for Transformers. I don't have. I'm looking for it, but it's because they introduced Soundwave or Shockwave as a boss in that game. Yet he wasn't in the cartoon yet. Like it came out during season
talking
1.
about the Famicom one, right?
Yeah, and
No.
yeah, the Famicom one, and the boss in it was in the season 2 or season 3 of the American show. So like, it's funny. I don't know. Was it not ever ported to NES?
I don't think so. The Famicom one, I have the Famicom one.
Yeah.
It's really
It is
hard.
brutally difficult. But
yeah,
As every
I don't think
NES game of that time from Japan, it was like better than the NES versions.
But
we never got a Transformers game on the NES in North America.
Yeah, I don't think we did, sadly.
No, probably is a good thing.
So
seeing
much
as how
so,
bad that-
Gene, I bought the actual 4K Blu-ray.
oh, nice. Yeah, that was a great
Cool.
movie.
I don't have very many movies, but this one I had to buy because that story.
Doesn't the name of that movie give away the ending? The Transformers 1?
No, but the movie is amazing. I saw that with my kids, and the fact that D16 and Orion Pax are best buddies, and they've got such a great relationship growing up and working, and then all of a sudden, shit happens, and
That
Yeah,
reminds me,
wow.
I have that movie too,
Very
and I
cool,
never
though.
watched it. Instead, I watched the
Oh, Crow, it's so worth taking 2 hours to watch, dude. Like, again, you gotta be into Transformers like I am. Like, my kid is in Transformers too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that he's Decepticon first, though.
Uh-oh.
Let me ask this question.
Yeah, I'm
I
not a
watched
bot
the movie.
only.
Can anybody think of a weirder movie than from 1980, The Forbidden Zone, with Oingo Boingo?
Wow. That's,
That is the weirdest movie I may have ever seen. I have to think
Dude,
about it.
there's
I
a
watched
lot
it
of
last
weird
night.
movies out, man. A lot
That
of weird
way,
movies.
No, not like this.
I don't
This
want that
is
stuff.
weird.
I have only so much mental capacity in my brain.
Look
to
up
watch
clips
that.
from the movie. Look up clips from the movie The Forbidden Zone and tell me it's
Hey,
not the
Carl's
weirdest movie.
Yeah.
It's
I
really
don't know.
weird.
Yeah. I don't, yeah. But anyway, if you can find it cheap, Devastation. It's not available in the store either because Activision lost their license. So you can't buy it digitally, which that's the problem with digital media, right? You can't find it physically. You can't play it, right? Like, you know, another good game to play is Earthrise. If you like Transformers, it's on Switch, and it's a really cool game. It's like kind of like open world. It's based on Earthrise cartoon on Netflix. But anyway, it's a fun game. If you're into Transformers, like it's just, I find those games really approachable and easy to play, and they got a lot of content in them, so it's good.
Mhm.
But
Well,
so
if you
that's
wanna-
what my whole goal this year was, to play all my collection, like instead of buying new games.
If you
Like-
want a challenge, it's a Transformers game. Play the C64 Transformers game.
Ooh, is it good?
No, it's a challenge. I don't even know how to play it. I played it a lot when I was a kid, and I only cared that I got to see the Transformers transform. And I would always lose the game, and I had no idea what the hell I was supposed to do.
Yeah. Did you guys see the fact that they've got fully transformable Transformers? A company out of Japan called Robosan has made a.
You mean they transform
Optimus
automatically?
Prime that you can talk to, and he transforms in and out of and goes into battle stances. And now
Yeah,
they've got a
exactly. I've seen
Megatron
it.
one
Yeah.
coming.
How much? I think that's like $400 or $500.
No, it's like $1,000 Canadian.
Okay, yeah, it's even more than I remember.
Yeah, the Megatron one. It's funny because you if you put the it's not out yet, the Megatron one, but apparently the Robosun put a video. If you put Megatron, Bumblebee, and Optimus Prime together, you can have them go into battle sequences like they're fighting each other. And stuff like
That's
that.
cool. But here's my question: is what does Megatron transform into?
The tank.
Oh, that's wrong.
Well, yeah, because the gun, you can't have them go into the gun.
Yes, you
right?
can.
But,
You can.
Is this
yeah, that's
the
it
game?
there, Ed. It's expensive,
Cool.
but it's like for a PS3 game, that's expensive. But
Yeah.
Okay.
be careful
What
though;
is
it's not an official Amazon seller.
Click on the
so-
PS4. How much is the PS4 version of that?
But Ed, it's like the they're not official in like in
Oh,
Canada.
There you
right?
go.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
that's why I've got it on PS3, right? So
Yeah, I see what you mean. Very expensive. Oh my god.
yeah, so it's like if you find it anywhere in the wild, Ed, on PS4, just buy it as an investment, dude.
I will.
Yeah, it's like
No,
it's
you have
worth-
me intrigued by this game because like licensing and all that's difficult. And if it's not available on anything else, like I kind of want to play it just because of that.
dude, it's so much fun, man. Like I can't tell you how much fun this game is. Like I'm playing it for the second time because I enjoyed it. Like I played it originally when it came out, and now I'm playing it through the second time, just kind of appreciating it a little bit more for what it did.
Nice.
That's my
Yeah.
pick of the week.
Awesome. Yeah. There's no way I'd pay $144, but like
Man, I don't
For
like
cheap.
paying $25 for a PS3 game. Like PS3 games are dirt cheap, like dirt cheap. Very few are super expensive because they, like, they didn't have a whole lot of exclusives. Like,
Right.
so
Yeah.
And
that's
Xbox
true. I was
360
thinking GameStop and they're like $5 to $10. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Xbox 360. Got to be honest with you, they had the better ports better versions of the game back in the day because that was the lead console for dev. My first ever game I built in AAA, Sleeping Dogs, our lead console was 360. Our PS3 version of it was didn't run as good because it was harder to program for. But yeah, I can't recommend that version. I don't know if it's available on 360. I should have checked actually. Probably a lot cheaper on 360.
It was. There was a link for 360 and Xbox One on your Amazon listing there.
Yeah, but Xbox, I don't like the fact that you put unless you own a 360, if you want to play them on Xbox One or Series X, you got to have online collection. Oh, did I
Yeah.
tell you guys I'm getting rid of my my from 360 up? No
No,
longer my Xbox One, all those stuff. I'm just getting rid of it. Microsoft
Hey.
is dead to me.
Wow.
From a
Well, that's
consumer perspective, I still love you in jobs, in my job.
That's kind of.
Wasn't that like one of your favorite systems? Like
No, original Xbox, man, I'm keeping that. That baby is
the
mine.
360. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
That makes
I
sense.
was
Because I
more
was
of
like,
a PS3 guy. Me and Rich, we talk a lot of. We used to talk a lot about PS3. Me and Rich
Yep.
are PS3 guys.
Yes.
okay.
But I have like 10 games on 360 and a couple 360 consoles. Like I have a Halo console. I'm just getting rid of it. I love Halo, but I don't like the fact that they're not supporting their products anymore. Like It's just crazy.
Yeah,
Like the backwards compatibility, and then you have to go on.
What you want about
Yeah.
Nintendo? Well, not Nintendo anymore either. They suck kind of a bit. But PlayStation at least supporting physical, right? Their games are still on their disc, so.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah,
I remember, like Modern Vintage Gamer, he did a video on that. Like if it says the full game is on the disc, you still, like what you were saying, Pete, you still had to go online and activate it.
That's what I don't like about my Series S. Like, I don't like about it, and it's like for me to part with that because I've got the Halo one. I'm like, I'm done. It doesn't matter anymore. Like the fact that if I don't have internet, I can't play my Halo games. Like, you know what? I'll play Halo 1 on I'll play those games on my PC. Done. Right?
True. Yeah.
It sucks, but yeah, so if you do buy a game on Amazon, Ed, or anybody, just watch out that make sure there's not just a disc, because a lot of times they'll show the cover of the game and check the details to make sure it's coming with the box.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
got
dirty.
screwed by
That's
that
so
before
dirty.
too. Found a game for $8 on there, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a steal. That game, if I had to go buy it at a store, $30, and then I could just get a disc on.
Oh,
Good to know. That's dude. I would be so freaking pissed.
Yeah, I sent it back. I refunded it.
Good. Yeah, CD games without the incomplete, that would.
But if you do play Devastation, anybody in the chat, let me know what you think about it, because I'm probably overselling it right now, but I really liked it.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a check out via emulation if it's one of those. Because I think is it like half of the PS3 games?
Oh yeah, PS3 is getting so much better on emulation. Yeah, a lot better. But,
yeah. It intrigued me because I got a PS2. I skipped the PS3, went to PS4, so I never owned.
Yeah. And you're a Transformer fan, right?
Yes, like the original, like the cartoons.
Yeah, the 80s one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the Michael Bay movies, but yeah, like the original,
I don't mind the movies because they're more Transformers. I just don't like that they spend too much time showing, and I love GMC and stuff, but the cars, it's more of a marketing than an actual movie, And I wish they didn't. I know why they went and made a modern Optimus Prime. It makes sense. Only Europe uses the stubby nose trucks now. It's not so prevalent in North America.
Okay, yeah, he's trying to be in disguise, incognito, and yet there's a truck driver, a bright blue truck with bright red flames on it. How often? That's not supposed to stick out.
You could have at least went with the Black Prime, or something like that, right?
Yeah. Nemesis Prime, yeah.
Yeah, Nemesis, yeah.
And a nice big Autobot logo right in the front grill. That's a giveaway.
Yeah. Oh, it's
80s,
it didn't
Don't
if
think
you
too hard about that.
Yeah, you're trying to be incognito, yet let's put these flaming flames all over our truck,
Yeah, and the universe is so messed up now too, because they got splitting timelines. In one movie set, Unicron is Earth, and in the Beast Wars movie, the latest one before Bumblebee, Unicron is eating a sphere, and I'm like, okay, wait. Wasn't he Earth, and now in this movie that came out after, he's going to eat Earth? It's messed up their own timeline, and because there's the Bay universe now and the Night universe, which is kind of weird. But
oh wow,
the twist is he eats himself.
Yeah, and it's you. That's why no one in the universe should ever go up against Optimus, because Optimus, outside of what's the name, Hot Rod, who got him killed in the movie. Which, if you collect Hot Rod, you got something wrong with you. Even though in the movie Hot Rod's pretty cool, but not the animated movie. But the fact that's the only way you could kill Optimus was because of stupid Hot Rod. Imagine being the kid who had Hot Rod and then watch that movie.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't know how often. That probably didn't happen to too many people.
I know, because nobody bought Hot Rod. It just wasn't a good toy.
If you I don't see who would have bought the Transformers and then seen the Transformers movie.
Yeah, it's just funny, right? It's the only way Optimus could die was because of a stupid, not important Autobot named Hot Rod. And then he becomes Rodimus Prime. I'm like, what a big middle finger to your entire community.
Hey, at least in the cartoon they reversed it and brought him back, or Optimus back.
Yeah, I can't remember what season they bring him back.
Season 3.
Season 3, yeah.
The movie happened to be
Optimus,
between seasons 2 and 3, and almost right away they brought Optimus Prime back.
Yeah, at lunch at work when I have my lunch break, because I just unplug for lunch break. I don't want to talk to anybody, see anybody. I'm just kind of keep to myself. I've been like watching old 80s cartoons, like just at my desk, just watching them. Like, because I didn't have a satellite dish when I was a kid. I had to go to my uncle's to watch them. I'm like, oh yeah, man, this didn't age well. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, the one show I never got into, the toy line I never got into was G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I never got too into that either.
Yeah.
I only
but I own the
only have,
70s
like,
G.I. Joe, the big guy, like the tall one with the cloth and stuff. I own that guy, but I didn't get into the little stuff or the series. I wish I did though, because a lot of people like G.I. Joe.
I love my G.I. Joes and the cartoons.
Yeah, it's huge, right? It's so much bigger than Transformer community, I think G.I. Joe is. It's like
Really?
a massive community. And they made so many cool toys. Like, as an adult, looking back at their toys, like, wow.
The problem though with G.I. Joes, because they're kind of like held together with that rubber band, and like they could kind of like fall apart.
so
Oh,
so
really?
were Masters Universe.
Like other figures.
Masters
Yeah.
Universe were the same thing. They all had the rubber band holding the legs on.
That's why Transformers rocked the early G1s. Even though they get loose in that, they were all proper, I just put a video up on my channel about my GoBot love. And like, if you look at this GoBot, like it's got like screws connecting stuff and it's metal die cast and stuff, right? Like this is I think I got this in 84, might have been early 85, but like they're built so well, right? And like even the Transformers of the day were built that way, but like new
I was
toys
gonna say,
now.
it's like you bop somebody over the head of the Transformer. Some of them you could cut yourself. Like they were made well.
Dude, they were die cast metal, like most of it was die cast metal, right? So
Yeah,
or not die cast metal, just metal.
they were good. Yeah.
Yeah, they were just good, right? Like imagine, dude, I've been playing with this for 40 years at my desk.
That's awesome.
Well, I didn't have it for 3 years because I couldn't
Well,
find it.
here's the only problem with the metal is like I had like the original wheel jack and like the
They
paint
chip.
started chipping out. Yeah, the
They
paint
chips they
chipping
get
off.
from it. You know what I used to do as a kid? I used to steal my sister's fingernail polish and paint them. I used to paint them. Dude,
I
I'm the
remember-
worst for toys.
Wow.
I break everything. Like I
Like,
think I
my-
threw this at the wall and broke my tail fins. Like I think that's how I did it. I got mad at one of my brothers and threw it at him, missed him.
I remember the leg on my Optimus Prime broke, and they glued it back on, but they glued it in such a way where he couldn't transform anymore.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Then what's the point? That kind of
But
sucks.
that's the whole thing about Transformers, why I love them so much. Even I guess people with G.I. Joe that like if you work all day at a desk, I usually keep something in my desk to fidget with, like during meetings when I'm like uninterested in something. It's just fun.
I didn't even think of that. Like a good kind of fidget toy. You can
Well,
kind of.
Now I got a 3D
why do you
printer
think
and I
like,
print
I'm
things
always
like this.
fidgeting with something like I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
having stuff like that. It gets me thinking too. It allows me to think because I'm a creative guy. Like I do a lot of creative stuff at work, so I look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this and I'm like, gets me going.
No, like I usually have like a stress ball or something. So that might be like that's
No
kind of
man,
cool.
get a Transformer or a Joe.
Might have to.
Like Rich just has to reach behind him and grab one of his million things back there and play with. Or on Studio B.
What's that?
I love Studio B.
I got a lot more of that like fidget stuff over at Studio B than I do here.
Yeah.
A lot of my stuff now here is just games and boxes and stuff. A lot of it's gonna move though soon. We're counting
Speaking of
down.
move, I got to get ready to go again.
Yeah.
Great show. A little bit of argument
Yeah,
between me and Ed in the middle, but we still
Oh,
love
it
each other.
It
always
happens.
We
It's
still
all
love
good.
each other.
Yes, we do.
Um,
We do.
That's right. That's the beauty of things, right? Everybody has different paces. But I'm going to go because I'm going to surprise my daughter, and I'm taking her to the zoo today. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, we're
Have a
there.
good
Have
time.
plug your stuff real quick because I think
Yeah, no, I'm not doing a lot of mainline videos because there's not a lot of games I want to play right now. But I started a new series for my channel members called My Toy Stories. Go check that out, channel members. And it's not going to ever go live on the channel. It's just for fun. But yeah, first episode, we're talking about GoBots.
Nice.
And I
Very
can't
cool.
monetize it anyway because I'm using TV commercials in there or videos, and so it's fun. But anyway, have a great one. See you guys next week.
See you next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
All right, who wants to go next?
Oh well, for me, there'll be 2 more of these guys coming in soon to a mailbox near me. So I'll be checking out the 2 newest Polymega collections. Atari has returned with one of them, so there'll be Jaguar games on a Polymega collection. So that'd be kind of cool. So we'll be opening that up. I still actually have to like get to the putting them in the console and installing them and doing like a Fun for 5 type stuff on that. So that'll happen. That'll happen soon.
Oh.
As will more stuff on Evercade, which would be
Oh,
cool.
sorry. No,
What's up?
no, about your videos, and I keep forgetting. I think I'm your target audience for this.
Yeah.
What's cool, and I've noticed that Rich dabbled back into, is I guess call it like technical, like videos. Like he made not 1, not 2, but 3. Like getting the to get the Atari like working, like to try to get it like updated, and it was like fascinating to see all the different troubleshooting. He's like, let me go over it. Like it's unfiltered. And I don't want to. I came down to one little thing, which it always does in tech. But if you're, I was gonna say, if you're wanting something different that goes really geeky into it, and they're like 30-minute video, like sorry to me, but like check that out. He should plug that stuff more, because I don't like there's how tos, there's tutorial videos. No, this is troubleshooting, and it's
Well, and the reason why, and he right now is because of Ballistic. He had
I know it's not a new video, but I figured people need to be
aware of a time trying to get his stuff updated, and I was like, let me just do it and do it online, because at least I have a video blog of what I did, and then people can hopefully get the answer or not. So
it was funny because I thought he was only going to do one video and give up. Then there was a second one. Then there was I was like, oh my god, this.
Yeah, I know. I liked actually going through to try to find the answer. So when there's another issue like that, I'll definitely start doing more of those.
Yeah, but what I love though, it was like, dude, it was like fully unscripted. It's kind of how I think a lot of us do our videos like that. It was like, I have some things I want to try, because he's like, hold on, I got to move over. And then he played like the intro to Karg, which it was, it was like it cracked me up. Like he had time, or like in the kiddie pool or whatever. It's like, let me time. So it was just a lot of fun. Speaking of Karg, hopefully that should come back. I know we're
Well, we might be able to do one right before I go on. I'm going on vacation in 2 weeks, but the next 2 Thursdays should be light, so we should be able to get get in touch and rock some stuff out. So keep your eyes tuned to that. So that would be kind of cool. Speaking of that channel, I do have it's the 19th, so I still do have the elbows coming down on me from the top rope until August 1st. I have to do something on that channel, so I will be doing something like that as well. Something just random video or something like that. And then, but that's pretty much it. On Atari VCS, there's 4 new games that just dropped in the last 5 days, so I got to go back and play those, and we'll do Fun for 5. So they'll be interdispersed throughout the videos I'm going to be doing as well.
You're talking about the digital, right? On the digital storefront?
Yeah.
VCS?
Yeah, the VCS 800. Yeah, there's 3 new Atari 2600 homebrews and a new game that's very similar in style and taste, but not by the same producer. But it's like kind of like a Looney Landers, Cash Cow, like that kind of stuff, like a new arcade game. That's a maze. It's a maze game. Can't remember the title off the top of my head. It's something to do with like bakery or something like that. But it's fun. It sounded like a fun time. I jumped in on it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens on the Fun for 5.
I like those because a lot of those games get lost.
Thanks to Ballistic. That's what the name of the game is.
Okay. I like those videos that you do because they get lost in Steam, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll add it to my wish list, and then like when they come around sale, I'm like, okay, I'd grab that for a couple bucks.
See,
so
there you go.
That's what's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
I'm
go
surprised
real quick.
you didn't mention. Go ahead, but go ahead.
Cool. No, I was gonna say I'll be streaming tonight. Can I tell people like when I put up a time thing, it just means I'm gonna go live at some point because I change that depending on stuff, and I have no idea what video I'm gonna do next week, but there will be a video.
There you go.
Rich, the Atari released actual cartridges.
They did.
But I actually got a shipping notice. I should be getting those sometime soon.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, I know that PCB did a newsline on it. He did a story on the shipping notifications going out. The only thing is, for now, I haven't gone in to purchase some of those new 7800, 2600 games yet. So if it's off my radar, usually I don't do newsline. because
Well,
I usually go like, here's the news story, and then when the thing comes out, I'm buying it, so then I'll cover the box opening or whatever, and then I'll play. But if I don't do that, I usually just let the story go.
well, I got reminded because when I got the games that I ordered, I actually bought all 5 of them because they had a buy 4 get 1 free.
Oh wow,
I mean,
that's cool.
I think I would have. So there's like 4 Atari 7000 games and 1 2600 game. The 2600 game is Avalanche.
Oh nice.
The 7800 games are Countermeasure 2, Dark Chambers, Super Circus Atari, which I'm really looking forward to because Circus Atari is one of my favorite games on the 2600,
Very cool.
and Tiger Heli.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'll probably be making a video when I get that. And also, the Atari 7800 Plus.
Yeah.
I bought one of those a long time ago. I never opened it yet. But I'm kind of kicking myself because I bought it because it was at like $80 on Woot, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm kicking myself because you know how much the 7800 Plus was during the Amazon Prime sales?
Yeah, it went down to like $60 or something like that.
It was $60. It was half price.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like, oh man, I should have waited for Prime Day.
Yeah, me too. Because I already had a 2600 Plus. I'm like, what am I doing with this thing? And it's been sitting in the box right next to me. And the only times I ever took it out was when I did the troubleshooting video.
I wasn't even gonna buy one, but for like $80, it's like, yeah, I'll buy it. I mean, get the different form factor, but it does support wireless controllers where the original one didn't.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Ooh.
It's still $60. Is the wireless controller on sale still? It's like maybe I should buy the 2600
like half off.
wireless. Maybe I'll buy
Cool.
it. Right
Cool.
now,
Well, I think we need to wrap things up. It's been awesome running a little bit longer, but yeah, some good stuff. Tune into all our channels and everything. Check out all the cool things. And
it's not $60 right now. It's on sale, but not. It's $122. It's not 60 anymore.
Dang. Oh well. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call it. As always, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Thanks, Crashline, Immortal Sojourn, Amber Cummings, Joe Whitlush, Alex Groot.